Hi everyone, welcome to my sunroom and welcome to the first video of my new YouTube channel. Today is an edition of what I'm calling Maker's Corner. So these are videos where I put together a layout from start to finish. And I happen to be starting with the Start Story Kit by Ali Edwards. This layout, I'm first using this piece of paper that came with the kit here that says Just Start in different colors down the paper. I really liked the pattern, and you'll see here I've already punched holes down the side and cut a circle out of the middle. And that's because I wanted to try an idea that I saw where you basically create like a spinning element in the paper. And this kit happened to come with two matching yellow hearts. And so I thought this was a good opportunity. For me, I liked having the symmetry of the yellow on both sides. So I've got this kind of fishing wire, and I'm going to adhere that onto the paper, the back of the paper, and that's going to create an opportunity for the hearts to sort of spin around. I can't remember who kind of initiated this idea, so I'll look it up and make sure I link it in the notes of the video. But that's what I'm going to do here on the left-hand side. I also grabbed this chipboard from the kit that says, actually life is beautiful and I have time. I'm going to adhere that here to one of the hearts. And then my idea here on the right hand side is to create a series of flip ups. And I'm going to use these circle labels here. I'm going to use those on the outside of the flip ups. And I'm just going to make those using cardstock. So you'll see me work on that here. But the idea of this layout is that it's a bucket list. So 10 things that I want to do before I turn 50. And I thought that this was kind of a fun and interactive way to do that. Yeah. So I want to put numbers on the outside of the circles, and I pulled a few different options. These are the numbers that came with the kit, these black chipboard numbers, but right away I could tell they're too big for too big to fit for what I'm trying to do here. So these are not going to work. And I also pulled some other chipboard numbers, but again, I'm looking at the sizing here and I can tell those are too big. So my third option here, which is actually going to work out great, are these stickers. These are also from Ali Edwards. And what I want to do, 10 obviously is going to be the biggest number here. And so I can obviously get the number 1 and the number 0 in the same, in the circle there. So these are going to work. That's what I'm going to go ahead and use. I also had a couple of other elements from the kit that I'm going to drop into the pockets just to, add a little extra embellishment on the right-hand side. So that is the setup for this story, and we're going to go ahead and get started on the assembly. Okay, first I'm just going to grab some regular Scotch tape and I'm going to adhere this kind of fishing line to the back of the paper. I'm pulling it as taut as I can because, I just know kind of with time it's going to create a little bit of give. So I've put that down there, and now I'm going to, similarly, I'm going to tape the fishing wire to the back of one of the hearts, and I just want to kind of check, is it going to spin? Yes. So fun. I love this. Shout out to whoever created this idea, which again, I'll go back and do a little bit of research, but I've seen it copied a few times, so I want to try to give credit to the original, the person with the original idea. And here I'm going to adhere the second heart. I'm going to use red line tape just to make sure it really sticks, especially because this is such an interactive element in the album. So I've stuck that down. I'm going to trim off the excess of the fishing wire here, and there, my left-hand side is almost complete. Looks so cute. Next, I'm adhering the chipboard piece. So again, this one said, actually life is beautiful and I have time, which is perfect because I'm trying to encourage myself that I have time to do these things that I'd like to do. Now I'm going to move to the right-hand side of this layout, and I'm again grabbing just plain white cardstock, and I'm going to cut these strips. They are 2 by 4 because again I'm two inches because I want them to fit inside of the 2 by 2 pockets, but I want to create a folding element of these, so they're going to kind of flip up. So that's why you see here the 4 inches high. And now you see here, I'm folding it so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to do a couple of these on camera. I'm doing, a bunch of these off so you don't have to sit through all of this boring part, but you'll see me here testing it to slip inside the pocket. So now I've got all of my squares complete, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere the circle label to the outside. And I'm really just kind of doing a little bit of trial and error here. I stick a couple down, and then I have the idea that, I should actually add the date to the outside, or add a space rather, where I can then add the date when I complete these bucket list items. So I'm going to move those labels up so I create a little bit more space for myself down at the bottom of the cards. Next, I'm going to go ahead and number each of these 1 through 10. And in transparency here, I put this layout together over a couple of different days. That's just sort of how I scrapbook. That's my process. I don't tend to actually sit and put something together start to finish in one sitting. And so you'll see here, I already completed my cards, but then I had the idea that I wanted to leave room to include photos. So when I first created the cards, I wrote the bucket list item. You see this one says read 10 books. I had written it on the bottom, but I decided I wanted to write that on the top of the flip up and then leave space for a photo on the bottom portion because it's sitting inside the pocket. It just kind of protects the picture a little bit better. So I'm going to go back and redo all of these. I'm going to rewrite each of them, and then I'll move the label sticker. So this one was, take a girls trip with the crew, which is what a group of my friends and I call ourselves. And so again, you'll see me just sort of like redoing these. The next one here is make a will. So not all of my bucket list items are for fun, but all things that I think are, kind of important and meaningful things I want to accomplish before I turn 50 next year. The next one here says declutter 2,000 items. So I've been on a decluttering and minimalism journey. So that's something else that I'd like to accomplish. And then here, start a YouTube channel. So great. I am finally getting this one off the ground. I'm very excited about this idea. I've got a couple of other bucket list items that are a little bit more personal, so I'm not going to put those here on camera. I'll do those later. And I have a couple of blank spots, so I actually need to figure out what are the remaining things that I want to do and add to my bucket list here. But now you see I'm moving the labels from the first draft to the revised version of my cards, and I'm just using a little bit of adhesive to the back just since the labels are actually quite sticky. But since I moved them, I want to just make sure that they stay in place. And so here I grabbed over a cardstock chipboard frame, the negatives from the chipboard. I had a couple that were left. I just kind of punched those out. But these are really great for to use as a template, right? I mean, you can buy templates, but also why not use what's in your stash here, right? So this was perfect. It's got like a little rectangle, and I went ahead and used that to draw a space on each of the cards. This is going to allow me to use my rolling date stamp, and I can stamp each one of the items as I complete it. So I thought that was just sort of an extra little bit of fun here. And then as I noted, I'm going to go ahead and change the couple that I had that were personal, and I think I've got 3 spots left that I need to fill in the blanks. And then here I thought, okay, why use a regular check mark when you could do something more fun, like add something more from my stash? So I grabbed over some chipboard hearts, and I'm going to use hearts colors rather that are complementary to the pattern paper. So this one I used a green chipboard heart, and I'm going to pull over my rolling date stamp and mark this when I first did this video, recorded the video. It took me a long time to come back and finish up the editing and the voiceover. So yeah, gonna have to update this to October. I think the date on that says March. So and now you can kind of see the spread come together with both the left and right hand side. I'm going to just add a rolling date stamp here, March 2024 through March 2025, because that's the year that I'm going to use to accomplish these bucket list items. But yeah, that's the spread complete. I think that it came out really nice. I love the black and white contrast on the right with all the colors there on the left. I'm super thrilled with how this came out. So that's the spread. Thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.